This is the Ghost, Ricky Mortis, and you're watching Island Pro Wrestling State of the Union.
I'm excited for the Ghost, Ricky Mortis, to make his return to Island Pro Wrestling at Game Over. In today's episode, we have two interviews. Over the last few weeks, I had the opportunity to sit down with Spike Estey and Matt Chevron. But we'll get to that in a moment. First, I want to give a big thanks to everybody on our Patreon. You help keep this wrestling thing going. There's all kinds of exclusive content there now and coming your way. I missed it. The early bird sale ended yesterday, but that's all right. VIP tickets, VIP tables, and general admission tickets are still available at islandprowrestling.com. The Game Over VIP event is building up to be one of the most must-see events in maritime wrestling. Think about it. We've got opportunity for meet and greet with some of the talent before the show. Legend Bobby Bass, no class Bobby Bass will be there. And the matches, we've got, as mentioned earlier, the one Spike Estey and the Alberta Clipper, Matt Chevron. All the dust has settled now, and in the Game Over VIP show, we will finally see that round one tournament match as the remaining members of Dudes Doing Things, Daniel Wall and Sebi, have been barred from the building. We get to see the Ghost, Ricky Mortis, finally get his hands one-on-one on the big, bad LG, Logan Green. And the winner of this match, as I stated, this is a round one match, advances to round two later that night on the main card to face the Giant Orion. The Ghost and LG, so much action, so much history and passion. And even though it's only been recently since we've announced the other VIP match of Spike Estey versus Matt Chevron, this thing's starting to boil over. Bringing you up to speed, the Alberta Clipper has some plans about what he wants to do with Spike in the ring. Enough for me. The show has two interviews. Let's get right into it. The one, Spike Estey.
Spike, how's it going?
I'm good, Deuce. How you doing, buddy?
Awesome. It was great seeing you last weekend at Summer Pop-Up.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I got the call to come down. I've been missing PEI. I wasn't there for Game On, but yeah, I was super excited to come down, and I'm super excited to be back September 6th too, man. It's great seeing all you.
Yeah. We seen you get a Game Over. I guess we saw you first at TakeOver, though.
Yep. Yeah, TakeOver.
Yeah, so it's funny now that I think of it. We look at some of your matches and whatnot. And in the Island Pro Wrestling world here, you've been in a bunch of multi-person matches.
Four ways. TakeOver, my first ever. I guess I was in one tag prior, I think it was. But like my first multi-man, like four-way match. And then just this past weekend or whatever, at the pop-up, Summer Pop-Up, another four-way elimination. So you guys are really pushing me, to get uncomfortable into these uncomfortable positions. But it was a lot of fun, man. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing in general is pretty new for me. I mean, I'm still relatively, I don't want to say green, but like kind of, I've only been in it for, we're looking at probably, I've only been having matches for a year and a bit at this point right now. In late July. So, but it's good. It's good. Like,
yeah,
expanding my horizons, coming out to places like PEI, and it's been nothing but great. And working these four-way matches, getting these different experiences, these different kind of matches under my belt. It's been nothing but good for me, I think, in progressing in my career and stuff, and learning wrestling with different guys that I don't get to necessarily wrestle with all the time. Elsewhere, right? So it's been nothing but good for me, I think, honestly. Basically, I trained for 8 months, 2 to 3 times a week. Just repetition and, starting from the very basics, the fundamentals. And for me, like, I loved wrestling my whole life. And I got into it not knowing if it was going to be something I'd be able to do, if I was going to love it as much doing it as I did watching it, getting beat up. but the more I did it and the more I learned, the more I fell in love with it. And I'd like to think I caught on relatively quick. I mean, everybody's got a different pace. I learned, and that's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
But I think where I've followed wrestling for so long, and not just as like a casual fan, as like a diehard, like watched all the documentaries. Like, no, the going on of like the back, what the ins and outs of the whole thing, the whole business.
Yes.
I guess. I think having that little bit of understanding helped me, as well as like somewhat of an athletic background, nothing too crazy, but anyway, yeah. So it was hard work. I pushed through a lot, but I stuck with it, and you guys know my heart history, obviously.
Yes.
That was another big thing that was like, can I do this? Should I do this? And
Right.
I know. I'm just going to bring up Matt Chevron's name for a second, because I know we're wrestling September 6th, and I got a whole lot I can say about that guy. But I just want to say, he talked about me having 3 open heart surgeries and calling me doing this stupid. Well, I don't see it as stupid. What I see this as is something that the kids out there that are watching IPW or anywhere, they can look up to a guy like me. Maybe they're going through a certain thing in their life that they're being told that they shouldn't or can't do this, and it's their dream. It was never something that I thought was possible for me.
Right.
But look at me now, right? I'm thriving, and I'm loving it, and I'm okay. I'm okay, and so there could be a kid out there that needs to hear something like this. You know what I mean? And it just goes to show that anything's possible if you put your mind and your heart to it. So Matt Chevron saying that, I understand to an extent why he would think that, but at the same time, like, dude, I don't know. I think he seems like an insecure guy based on all the things he's been saying about me. For what reason, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I can
No
talk.
worries. No worries. I was gonna say he seems to almost be, they say, underestimating.
Yeah.
Well, what you're capable of.
Thought everything was okay. Like, I wouldn't say we were friends by any means, but I thought there was a mutual respect. And then this match comes out, it was announced, and then next thing I know, he's just running me down on social media. As you guys have all seen, he's since attacked me. Nobody got to see how that thing started, but I was minding my own business. I was actually just about to leave the arena to go see my wife and my baby who were up the road. And he comes out of the woodworks and starts saying basically what you guys have already seen him saying on social media. And listen, I'm not one to back down from a fight, but I didn't want to do that. I'm a professional wrestler. Okay? Professional. The things that he said about me over social media, I can't just let them slide, like threatening my life in the ring. It's all just stuff that it's unnecessary. And Matt, Chevron, I've dealt with bigger obstacles in my life than you. You want to joke around about my heart surgeries, but that is not something to take lightly. To be honest, I shouldn't even be on this earth, let alone in a wrestling ring. And maybe you think that's stupid. But there's people out there that, think it's pretty brave of me to even do. And the fact that I'm able and to follow my dreams, and I'm sorry that maybe you're jealous of the attention I'm getting for it. I don't know. Maybe that's why you seem to hate me so much. But September 6th, Matt, like, whatever your problem is with me, let's just settle it in the ring like professionals. None of this bull crap attacking me backstage and whatever. Can we do that?
So I think a good note for me to take to the Island Pro Wrestling Board of Directors as well might be have some security around after we've seen what has happened the last time you guys were together. So
I mean,
want to see that wrestling match as wrestling and not burst out into something a little worse.
And that's what I want to bring to IPW. I want to give the fans a great show, and I've been working like since Takeover. I know I just performed at Summer Pop-Up, but since Takeover, when I lost the 4-way, very happy with the match, but not happy with the outcome. But that was like motivation for me to get better and better. So I've been in the gym vigorously, day in and day out, training, in the ring. I've been working on my craft, and I feel like the Spike Estey that's coming to IPW September 6th is a much better, sharper, faster, stronger Spike Estey than what you've seen previous. So yeah, Matt Chevron better bring his worst. And yeah, security might not be a bad idea because I want to go out there and give these people a show. They deserve it. And if that's how it's got to happen, that's what's got to happen. So, but I'll be there one way or another.
Super excited to have you back. Super excited to see you in a one-on-one match here in IPW as well.
Yeah.
A little bit of a spotlight there. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Glad you've been putting in all the work, and glad you're around. We appreciate all that too.
Well, that's, yeah. I mean, listen, I know I talk about the heart stuff, but I've never let that really stop me from doing things and pursuing my goals. Clearly, that's just a part of my story, part of my journey. It doesn't define me by any means, and that's just to anybody out there who is struggling with, whether it's physical health, mental health, doesn't matter what it is. Like, if you want something, go get it. You can do it.
You can make things happen.
You can. Put in the work.
Awesome. Thanks for coming by there, Spike. We'll be excited to see the one return to Island Pro Wrestling in September.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's been great.
And as you heard, not long after, I had an opportunity to speak with the Alberta Clipper himself, Mr. Matt Chevron. The Alberta Clipper, Matt Chevron. I'm sure you're wildly busy with your training and everything else, but thank you for taking a moment to have a call.
Yeah, I got a couple of moments. This guy, would you think you're Doc Hendricks or something? Wearing that outfit?
Maybe. Don't forget that hair.
I think I met you before, hey, once?
I think so.
Yeah, that real short guy who came out to Fredericton.
Yeah, part of, helping Island Pro Wrestling. Speaking of New Brunswick, I'm well aware you've been exported maybe from Western Canada and recently been tearing it up all over the Maritimes, but not yet in Prince Edward Island. How do you like the Maritimes now that you've been here?
Well, not a huge fan, and then I thought about going. I think I went there once over to the island just to see what's up, but then I was just disgusted that you guys actually pay the government to go across your own bridge. So I couldn't do it anymore. I went there, but I'll be there in September, yeah.
Again, as you're debuting for IPW, it'll be some new fans, some new crowd that's going to get to see you, know you. What about the past? Like back in old Alberta land, how'd you get into wrestling? It's not something everybody just pursues.
I didn't wrestle in Alberta. I just worked. When I was in camp there, it was too many hours of the day being out in camp to even think about doing anything else. So out there for me, that was just Wannawan, BC, Edson, Alberta, here and there, different towns, Peace River, and the Super 8 Hotel. Not much, no wrestling, but I met a lot of guys like you out there would take their shirt off. They look like a bag of milk. So.
It's the white shirt, maybe. I'm kind of pale too.
Oh, I bet you're one of those guys I'd bully in high school.
It's possible.
I guarantee I'd bully the shit out of you just for fun.
And, maybe I'd grow up to be your boss or something like that sometime.
Oh, probably not.
Probably not? Okay.
No, your hands are too soft, bro.
Oh. Okay, so you seem to be fired up. I've heard this is something that can happen when we announce your debut match to be against the one, Spike Estey. I understand there was some fallout and some physicality that happened when you two were together over in New Brunswick. How did that come about? What triggered that? The fan footage that I could show something's already underway there.
You're right, Doc Hendricks. I can get fired up because I get fired up when I meet and encounter stupid people. Most of the time, if I'm out east for 98% to 99%, so pretty well most of the time guaranteed, all the people I encounter are stupid, just like Spike Estey. And for him to get in the ring over and over again and get this sympathy for being this dude with this heart and whatnot, it just makes me kind of it drains me. It makes me just sickened with him because he's such a nerd and a dweeb, just like you and just like most of the Maritimers and probably the people on the island. I haven't been there much, like I said. I think I went to Cavendish and I kept to myself, but is that even a real place, Cavendish? I know it's like French fries at the grocery store that I got to pay 15% tax on all this shit out here. But
It's lots of fun.
you people, just like Spike Estey and you together, I'd put you both in a locker in high school and then just beat it with a hammer, just until you got so mad at me or somebody had to pull me off of that locker. Spike Estey, yeah, when I get in the ring with him, it's going to be the same as me and him did the dance before, and I'm just going to kick the nerves out of each of his legs, each of his arms, and then I'm going to punch him in the chest, like I've been saying.
I've actually recently spoke to Spike Estey as well. I gave him a question to see if he had any sort of a message for you, knowing that we were going to have this chat following up. He says he wishes and hopes that the two of you can put on a stellar wrestling match, but he does have concerns that maybe you're looking for a fight and not looking to showcase your grappling skills.
Well, of course I'm looking for a fight. If he said what you just said, then that just sounds like he's a pussy, bro. Like, who even says shit like that? And for sympathy.
And he did say that if you wanted a fight, he will give it to you.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to make his eyes water. It's a little too much, though. You know when a dude is just too nice and just irks you for looking too nice and acting too nice and going hard like that? And then he's gotten mouthy and now he's gotten physical. So we're definitely on September 6th. We're going to get physical.
It does sound like September 6th, that IPW Game Over. It's going to be quite a physical altercation, almost a bit of a grudge match per se. Early access to the best seats, the meet and greet, and these two phenomenal matches. If that's not enough to get you going to the VIP show, you'll also be able to have the first opportunity to get 50-50 tickets, as Island Pro Wrestling Game Over is proud to be in support of the Prince Edward Island Humane Society. That's right, 50-50 draw at the show, with proceeds going to our friends with the animals in need at the shelter. We've got a must-see VIP, and I'll be there, and I plan to see you at ringside.